It's Michelle Orwick, and today I am coming to you from beautiful Orlando, Florida. And one of the deepest things that I want to talk to you about is how important understanding that you have the power within you. All of it is inside of you to bring out the best you possible. And so here we are in almost exactly the midpoint between the eclipses. And right now, as we are opening up to our own personal potential, the important part is to realize that you have the power within inside of you for anything you want to make happen, for the possibilities, for you becoming your own divine opportunities. So here I am offering to you an opportunity for you to realize it's not separate from you. And when you do that, you open up a world of doors. And the first thing you're going to have to do is forgive yourself for not being where you think you should be already. So that really brings you into the power of forgiveness for yourself. I am actually really remembering 5 years ago today. So literally 5 years ago, someone brought me through an exercise, a session where we really walked into the places that I think I made all my mistakes, where I went through and forgave myself for not being where I thought I should be, for making choices that hurt other people, for the choices that other people made that, brought us into this this place. So 2012 was awakening for me. Just like I think 2017 is awakening for so many other people, whether you've been awake for a while and you're taking that next step, or if you're just waking up to the potential within inside of you. Right now is the time. And I've been meditating a lot today on something called a Merkaba. It is the power of two pyramids. And these pyramids literally invert into each other. So when you think about that, it's the power of the potential of having 2 feet on the ground and your head on straight. And to do that, you literally want to think about as above, so below. So what you think about becomes your reality. So if you are dwelling on where you could have been, what you should have been, who you should have been, what mistakes you made, you're going to continue to be in the energy of mistakes. If you let that go and you become the sum of all of your experiences, if you become the sum of all of the opportunities and all of the learning, then you move forward into having. You move forward into bliss. You move into a peaceful place. When you let go of everybody failing you, you stop having people fail you. So when you enter into this forgiving everything, into the acceptance that everything had a purpose, even some of the crappiest, worst things that ever happened to you, you became more profoundly understanding of that situation. In this case, you are moving into a reality where all those things were lessons. And when I start working with the law of polarities, when I start channeling into the consciousness, one of the things that my guides have been so profoundly bringing on to me is the understanding that we would have made some of the same mistakes no matter what, or we would have made a different mistake, or we would have had the lesson some other way. So a lot of times we're like beating ourselves up for this place that we think we would be if we had done this or had not done that or made a different choice. And that's not true. Very often the universe has a very tricky way of bringing you exactly the lesson you needed. So Thank the universe for having your back, even when it's lessons that come at a cost. So we lose things, we have tragedies, we have, people fail us. And all of those things make us stronger in our hearts, stronger in our will, stronger in our deep, profound emotions. So one of the things that is really powerful is to keep in mind your third eye, which is your first triangle. To keep in mind that in that pyramid, you are waking up to everything that needs to be aware of. So you're opening up a molecule in your mind, and then you move into your heart and you start opening up the molecule where, yes, people might hurt you. Yes, you have experiences that are painful, but without being open there to giving and receiving, you are never going to have life's deepest, most profound experiences either. And lastly, you have a molecule that's deep in the base of your spine, right at your tailbone. And this is where the Merkaba is really profoundly located. This is where, if you're studying the Kabbalah or any kind of deep esoteric tradition, you're going to actually realize that they've realized that this was here all the way back into ancient Egyptian times, Sumerian times. So if I'm not mistaken, they even mention it in the Emerald Tablets, which is one of the oldest things that we have available for us to study. And really the idea is that these double pyramids, these inverted pyramids, are there, and really by meditating upon that and connecting to it, you are recognizing your soul's lessons, your purpose, your deep understanding. So as we are on the last day of the Lion's Gate, as we are in the in-between of eclipses, it is time for you to forgive your lessons, realize that your lessons were your greatest teacher, forgive those people who didn't show up for you in the way that you wanted them to or needed them to, and forgive yourself for all the shoulda, woulda, and couldas and where I think I should be right nows. And deeply go into the place of infinite possibility, into the place of possibilities, into who and what and where and how I can be. So I do want to make an offer to you, probably the lowest offer I've ever made. 5 years ago today, I made an offer to do phone sessions for $40 for forgiveness. So if anybody wants to do that in the next few days, I will make this one-time 5-year anniversary offer to do a phone session for $40 to open up your forgiveness and activate that Merkaba within your body, your eternal molecule. So if you want to do that, this is a one-time thing. But if you can do this for yourself, what I'm going to ask you to do is meditate. I'm going to ask you to go into that deepest place within yourself and say goodbye to all of your woulda, shoulda, couldas, all of your resentment and irritation, all of your pieces of you that you say, I could be something else right now. And really step into your magnificence. Really step into the power of who you want to be. I see you, Tiffany. And so I'm speaking right to you and any other writer. So if you want to be a writer, write something today. If you want to be an artist, make art today. If you want to be someone who creates masterpieces in the mind, then create masterpieces today. Today is the moon in Taurus. We have Mercury in retrograde. We have all kinds of planets in reverse, and that should not stop us. Instead, all of the planets in reverse and all of this time in between eclipses should be reflecting on the deepest part of who we've always dreamed we could be. So this is the time of dreamers. Today, we must dream our own potential into reality. Today we must decide to think and feel and be who we can be instead of who we wish we were. So we talk about praying a feeling. So when you meditate on what it feels like to already have something, that's like praying what it feels like to be deeply in the emergence of what it feels like to have something. So let's go in right now, and if you are ready, I want you to just say in your own mind or type yes onto the page, and I want to help you activate. I want to help you activate that bottom root chakra into accepting your soul's purpose. So imagine that this Merkaba is at the base of your spine, and that you are accepting an activation here today, right now, that you are ready to activate your earth plane magnificence, that you are willing to accept that your soul has a mission on planet Earth, and that you can stop being in resentment and aggravation and be in the energy of not having. Instead, you are in the energy of having. You're in the energy of being, and you're in the energy of now. So this is your soul's time to wake up and be part of this amazing journey that we're all on. So I've been talking for the last few weeks about letting go. This isn't about letting go anymore. That last piece of forgiveness gives you the ability to wake up your purpose, wake up your potential. So right now, take a deep breath, open up your heart, open up your mind, because we've already, for those of you who've been watching us, have already activated those places, and breathe deep into your spine. Go right down to your base of your spine. Squeeze those sit bones together and say, I'm ready to activate the base of my body. I'm ready to be an earth plane being having a spiritual existence. I'm ready to live my purpose. I am ready to forgive everything that's happened to me into this moment, and everything I have done or not done in this moment. I am ready, willing, and able. And right now, I activate my soul's journey. I activate myself to step in, step up, and be into my divine place. I am in my own divine timing. So right now, just say yes to yourself. Say yes to your own place and allow the transmission to activate it. I am just that vehicle from the Creator, from all that is, to create a vehicle, a transmission to you. You're actually the co-creator of this reality at this moment. So actively say in your own mind, in your own heart, I am ready, I am willing, and I'm able. And so I send to you that you know how to, that it's safe to, and it is possible to step into your purpose, and that you do so now, that you are fully active in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, and they are all one, that they are moving into, with grace and ease, your divine time. This is your divine timing. This is the most grace you will ever receive in the world. As you move forward, you are going to be in grace, that you know how to be in grace, and that you know how to share that love, that joy, and that bliss through your cells in your body to the world, that you can share that love to the world right now and into the future as you live a life of purpose, a life of joy, and of divine spiritual love. As above, so below. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is your divine timing. So tomorrow I will come to you again. It is Monday, so it will be exactly 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be coming to you for a full half hour as usual on Mondays for my normal magical Michelle Mondays. And today I just want you to step into your purpose. I want you to forgive what needs to be forgiven for yourself and for others. And if you do need a little extra push to get into that forgiveness, just let me know how I can be of service to you. And so have a beautiful, blessed, and joyful Sunday as we are in this powerful, transformative time. I love you.